MercsAirsoft is proudly sponsored by Airsoft Extreme, eHobbyAsia, GoPro Camera, CQB City, Alakdan Airsoft, and Airsoft Battlegrounds.
Zero here. Today I'd like to talk about the California Bill SB 798. This bill has recently passed through the Public Safety Commission in the California legislature that regulates the look and appearance of airsoft guns. If this law is passed, this will affect how our airsoft guns will look and will ultimately shut down a lot of our airsoft distributors such as Airsoft GI, Airsoft Extreme, Alakdan Airsoft, Dog Tag Airsoft, a lot of new companies that have also been recently opened up. Because of this bill, a lot of us have been alarmed at what could possibly be the possible outcome of this bill. In this bill, they talk about a number of things, incorporating things such as BB guns, which by definition of a BB gun, according to Wikipedia.com, which the bill cites, which I have been taught not to cite Wikipedia.com, mind you, that BB guns are a type of gun that is used to use the pressure of air to shoot a projectile in the shape or form of a BB. Now, with that being said, this bill has been spreading all over the internet, and stores such as Airsoft GI, Dr. Airsoft is another YouTuber. A lot of people have been talking about this, and we just want to make this known that as Californians we should stand against this, because ignorance is what's causing this mill to drive. The fact that our sport is considered a deadly weapon in the eyes of women against gun violence. This is not gun violence. The news article that is cited there is about a 13-year-old boy who was shot by an LA police officer because he wouldn't give up his airsoft gun, which was mistaken for a real firearm. Now, there are many flaws to this that I see here, and the fact that one of them is due to parental guidance of the child. The fact that he did not give up his weapon was another. To the eyes of the law, is a weapon. The fact that he didn't give it up was considered a weapon. A public park or taking it to school should be considered a crime, and it's actually considered a crime and according to a lot of state laws, which is why fields such as CQB City, Airsoft Battlegrounds, Galt, a lot of private fields have been opening up to accommodate this sport, and a lot of paintball fields have been growing to accommodate this sport. It's all about responsibility, such as walking C-Rock's dog. He's a big responsibility. He's a big dog, a beautiful dog, I might add. But really, you have to keep in mind that it doesn't just stem from acquiring these toys, these hobbyist items. These things that give us enjoyment, and we need to preserve our sport. The very sport that unites us all together and shows family, companionship, teamwork. It is not just some form of violence. Sorry for the wind noise. But the thing about it is that we need to stand against this, and we need to speak out and call our senators, call our representatives, talk to the organizations that are fighting this bill, and tell them and show them your support. Write to them, email them, call them. A lot of this information is posted on the internet, and even though these representatives, these Senate figures in our society, in our government, seem so far away, they're just a phone call and email away. You show them, you give good examples of what you can do to better the sport and to make better awareness. I believe that Airsoft is a good promoter for gun awareness, how we should treat ourselves and how we should treat firearms. It teaches us good moral grounds and how to conduct ourselves in public and how to conduct ourselves in the sport. In every society, in every outlook of our life, there's always going to be one bad egg, and we have to show that bad egg what is the correct way of conducting ourselves and handling these, in the eyes of the law, weapons. We see these as toys, something that we enjoy, something that we do. It's a lifestyle, and it's something that we should not take for granted and just wave them around in public. And when you play in public and you have the cops call on you, that's one stark against us. You do not want to be that one person that ruins it for the rest of us. It goes down in California, it's going to go down everywhere in the United States. And unless something in our constitutional legislature says that that's illegal, it's going to be defined that way, and there goes the end of everything that Cybergun worked for. A lot of these people that have been entrepreneurs in creating their businesses will be gone. And all we're left is the airsoft guns that we have, and we won't have anything else to use. And honestly, I don't know what will happen to our own personal airsoft guns, but that'll be the end of our YouTube channel, and all we can really do is probably make videos of us plinking around Walmart guns, which isn't that bad, but it's a lot more fun using AEGs, gas blowbacks, that look and feel like the guns, because that is the appeal of airsoft. This is Zero here, signing off. Max, sit. Say goodbye. Shake. Good boy. Oh, look at that slobber. Alright. Be a good boy, Max. Bye, Max.
Hello everyone, Tank here. Just doing a bit of a vlog while I'm driving, hands-free, so I'm pretty safe. Something of a bit of concern to the airsoft community recently. Just learning about the California Senate Bill 798, and it pertains to airsoft guns and how they look, and even more restrictions and regulations on that. I myself am an avid airsoft player, obviously, and a real steel gun owner. And California, from the perspective of all 50 states in the United States, has one of the most restrictive gun laws in the nation. They're pushing this bill already just for public safety. You have to have a colored gun, it can't be realistic looking, and a Senate bill will be tragic in the sense it's a chain reaction. Manufacturers have to change everything about the airsoft guns. Who as us, the players in the community, want to play with non-realistic looking replica guns, airsoft guns that we love so dearly, and businesses won't do as well, and just airsoft could possibly shut down from this. Airsoft is such a vulnerable sport as it is, and just changing the look of these guns, it not only affects the way we play, it's just business, and the sport will just die. Realism is a part of the sport, in which I personally love. Like I said, I'm a real steel gun owner, and people who are gun control advocates have to understand it's a false misconception that if you're a gun owner, oh well, I'm just a tooting cowboy, all this, I don't really care, I just will walk into a store or a public area with my weapon. That's exactly the contrary. Most gun owners are very, very safe, very particular with their guns, and they practice proper gun control. These reckless kids, as young as they are, they don't have the supervision and the parental responsibility that, hey, you can't be playing out late at night. And look what happened. Some kid in LA gets killed because he has playing airsoft out with his friends at night, and the cop reacts. You can't punish the few for the whole. Yes, everyone exercises safety and precaution. All these big YouTube names, everyone in the community forums, and if you buy an airsoft gun, you have to be 18 or older. We are a community that practices safe gun practices, whether it's real steel or airsoft. And doing these restrictions, these laws, proposing this, will just only kill and hamper the sport. And it worries me a lot. It worries everyone in the airsoft community. It should worry you if you love airsoft. This sport, like I said, is so vulnerable, but as a community, we have to take action. It's within our constitutional rights to be proactive in our legislature, within our government. We are the people. We are the ones being governed, but we can change what will happen. So, call for action. We have to call our senators. We have to tell them, hey, this isn't good. It's not only restricting, it's advocating, restrictions on airsoft guns. It's leading up to firearms. I think airsoft is a really good way to get kids to practice real steel gun safety. It is. It's a good step up. You can shoot at people and it, works realistically and all this. And it teaches them how to control it and where and when to use it properly. It's just those basic safety techniques and trainings, and that we as airsofters come and grow to love, because there's probably a large percent of people who are real steel gun owners and love to play airsoft, vice versa. People follow Nut Fancy, reviewer on YouTube, who is pretty big in terms of, he's military and all this. He has a philosophy, and I do agree with it, that I'll probably annotate and put the link here somewhere, is that, anything is dangerous. Me driving this car is dangerous. Shooting a gun is dangerous. It's just the responsibility of it. It varies from person to person, but something as a car it can be dangerous unless you are trained properly on how to use it. And I definitely agree with it. The same exact thing applies to real steel guns, applies to airsoft guns. And we have to take action, people. We have to. This is our airsoft community. This is what we grow for. This is why I post YouTube videos. And I can see how people have the rights to propose gun laws, but, understand that it's our airsoft community, and it's within our rights to even own guns. That's how this country was founded upon. That's another tangent for another time. But please, 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 I'll probably put annotations and links at the bottom of this video all over the place to, it doesn't matter what state you're from. You can even call, your senators from wherever state you're from. And if you are worldwide, advocate gun safety as always, and as you guys already do, which is great. Don't punish the whole for the mistakes of a few. Yes, this is why airsoft is very dangerous and vulnerable. People need to practice safety. Cannot go play out in random fields. Can't go play it in the middle of the night. They even need parental supervision. So with that, we have to do something about this. We can't let this slip by. California, if this happens to California and passes, it's just one of a few other states that has even more restrictions on airsoft. And we don't want that, because that prevents our community from growing. The realism for me is one of the biggest aspects that I like about airsoft. I love about airsoft. It's realistic. My guns don't look, I have a little silly CO2 cartridge can at the bottom and a hop-up full of paintballs. I mean, it's my personal opinion. I just don't like paintball. I love airsoft for the realism, the community, and the teamwork, and the strategies. Just every aspect about it. And who loves spending hours on the computer shopping for their next gun? I'm guilty of it. So, please, 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 comment, share this video. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think we can do. Tell us what you've already done, and we really appreciate it. Pass it on. Urge other YouTubers to vlog and do the same thing, and call for advocacy, because I know many, many other peoples will do the same. So thank you very much, guys. Consider it merked.
Thank you for watching this MercsAirsoft video. If you enjoyed this production, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.